All right, now listen. This is not a fucking joke. You got to watch this shit with eyes wide open.
I mean, you can just tell that this is a person sitting inside a suit.
All the way to the
Just
end. You got to
open up
watch
your
the
eyes.
whole thing.
It's not hard to see. That's a person playing inside a suit.
Now wait, at first it doesn't, it's hard to believe. You're like, no, I'm not going to believe that. But if you watch the whole video, 4 minutes, 54 seconds, you will be like, holy shit, look at what other people are saying. Exactly. And this is a year ago. 7 months ago, they left a comment. A year ago, the video was made. And this was pinned by the person who made the video. And the person at Luke 125 said, exactly. In all of the thousands of years of Chinese art history, there are no depictions of panda bears. That's because it's a modern hoax. And then someone says, yes, there is. And then they don't prove it. Zebras are painted horses. And that's also true. But you have to research that to understand that. It's like, holy shit. They're lying about everything, dude. They're making us think there's so many different animals that they could never fit on Noah's Ark is what they're doing. The Satanists. Now watch this. Zebras are painted horses 11 months ago. This has like been around for over a year, you guys, and I'm just learning about it right now. I mean, I'm the co-founder of HELPOLOGY, right? And I just figured it out. So what about anyone that's never even researched it? They're never gonna figure it out. But someone else, I mean, I'm telling you guys, there's actually like many videos on this. It's not just one person coming up with this. That's why I mean, I researched it like 5 years ago and I thought it was a joke. But now I'm like, holy shit, it's real. Can you elaborate more on that? I can believe this 100%. I can believe this 100%. They just want to have more information. I said, EWOW, it's true. And the reason I say EWOW is because here in the Philippines, they don't say wow, they say EWOW. Now watch what this dude says. A year ago, damn, she actually did the research. I'm sure she got people in the comments saying she's crazy. Who gives a fuck what people think about you anyway? If they think you're crazy, they're the crazy ones not to watch the whole video and learn the truth. Okay, if you're a lover of the truth, you will open-mindedly watch the whole video. If you hate the truth, you'll go watch a TikTok video instead. And so, you know, do whatever you want. Hope she's strong enough to continue the fight. Well, guess what? I'm strong enough, dude. I'm sure she is too. It says here, what fight? And this person doesn't even know what she's talking about. He's talking about the fight for truth, dude. And I'm not going to leave a comment on everything because I don't want to. Ha. These people can't be serious. Of course we're serious. You fucking didn't watch the whole video. It's obvious. Gabarabalawan 172 says, laughing. Now, you don't know if they're laughing at it as a joke or if they're laughing because they know it's true now. I mean, that's the funny thing about when someone leaves laugh. It's like when they leave a joke like that. I mean, what do you know? I mean, that's why it's so vague. It's like, what are they laughing at? That it's true? Or are they laughing that it's not true? You don't know. That's why leaving like just a laugh is like pointless, really. No one's gonna know for sure what you're talking about. That's why you gotta write words out. Not sure about humans in a bear suit, but they're definitely lab created, in my opinion. There's something definitely a little, quote, off about pandas. Well, maybe some are in bear suits and some are lab created. Who knows, dude? How are you gonna know for sure you're not? Okay, and then you never know if this person, okay, right there, if they got X in their name, they're probably a Satanist, okay? That's a symbol they use. And I bet you if we click on his picture, we're gonna find out he's a hidden tranny. Yep, no fucking Adam's apple probably. Look at that. It's hard to tell though. Yeah, it looks like, dude, I can't even tell trannies anymore because they can get operated on. So I don't even do that type of, I don't do transvestigation because it's impossible to tell nowadays. I mean, there's certain ways, but I don't fucking waste my time. You guys do that, not me. Okay, now, so then when someone says that, it makes you wonder if the whole video is not true, but you still watch the video and find out. Keep an open mind. I mean, dude, if you're not gonna keep an open mind, what are you even doing any research for? Now watch this. This is what else they say. Okay, let's find it. Who remembers the episode of The Simpsons where Homer dresses as a panda when he does stupid stuff for Mr. Burns? That's like a joke on us. Just notice on the document at the end, it said it was the Roosevelt brothers who first shot a panda, and the Roosevelt brothers are trannies, hidden trannies. Can't get more elite than the Roosevelt family. And then if you want to see what else, that's suspect. No shit. That is. You should get a job at a zoo and set up some hidden cameras where you think they put the panda bear costume on and then blow the whole thing open. Watch the reply. You can't go into the cage with pandas. It's illegal. And then someone says, sure, but just have to figure out where they're changing into the suit and set a camera somewhere close by. And then the person says, only a few zoos in America have pandas. That means like 3 or less. In the whole country. Yay, or yeah, they're probably few and far between, but must have gorillas. Do you suppose those are suits too? In my opinion, I think that all gorillas are suits, but I do believe that other apes are real, like the gibbon. Those are real. So, dude, it could be that gorillas are fake too, dude. And I think of all the movies I've seen where they're in a gorilla suit and they're laughing at us. Okay? Fearless, for sure. Would be cool to get undeniable proof. Well, that's really hard to get sometimes. The trouble is, if you did get such footage, the doubters would just say that all it proves is that that particular panda was in a suit. The same goes for animatronic koalas. So that's true, dude. No matter what you say, a doubter is always going to say, well, that just proves the one point. And they're right. So you got to use your common sense and you got to add it all up. If you watch this whole video, it's overwhelming evidence that this is all bullshit. They're not real. And I know for a fact they're not real now. And I'm going to make this the fucking #1 video on Helpology right now for a while. We'll see how long. All right, then buy a toucan, as you can own them and dissect one. And then no response. But now watch, this is what you do on research. You always go show more replies. That's where the best ones are, because they hide them. I would like to get some evidence that the koalas in zoos are animatronic, but none of the zoos and wildlife parks where I am have any. And so now they're talking about something totally different. I mean, it opens a can of worms. And in nearby Britain, only one zoo has them, and that is in far away Edinburgh. So look, dude, they're very rare. You can only go to this one place in the whole country. In America, there's only 3 of them in the whole country. Come on, dude, this is ridiculous. Anyway, let's keep going. This is where you're gonna find the gold, is in the comments. There's other people have been researching this stuff a lot more than us. What about toucans, though? Are they fake too? I don't know. If you think it unlikely that they would be faking certain animals, do you know that they faked an entire country? For details, see the pinned comment under the latest video on my channel. So not only are they faking animals, they're faking that a country even exists. And how are you gonna know if you've never been there? You mean North Korea? Yeah, I get that, but I am not so sure about animals. Definitely not toucans and probably not gorillas, maybe pandas. I think gorillas are fake too. Now, I mean, you're gonna think I'm crazy, but guess what? I am fucking crazy, bitch. Comedy gold video. I don't remember the last time I laughed that hard watching a YouTube video. Thank you. And there's 8 thumbs up, including mine. And someone replied to that, dumb, like we're stupid because we believe it. Obviously, the person's blind. They didn't watch the video. If they did, they're not going to believe anything, because there's people like me, highly intelligent, cutting edge technology, work for Google. The list of my credentials goes on and on. Authored 2 books, Bachelor's of Science, Organizational Leadership, minor in Biblical Studies, 2 classes from a Master's in Business Administration, Management and Strategy, founder of Helpology. And I'm going to be like, oh, I'm stupid, dumb. Who's the fucking dumb? The guy leaving the comments saying dumb. He's a dumbass. Now check this out. We're going to see what this video is about. Okay, I'm going to zoom in a little. I'm going to press play.
You just tell that this is a person sitting inside a suit. Okay. Just open up your eyes. It's not hard to see. That's a person playing inside a suit. It's just bullshit. That could easily be like an animatronic or something like that. I think the small ones are animatronics and the bigger ones are people inside suits. That was explain that. This is some bullshit, man. Just look at this shit. This is like my fucking 5th video on panda bears, man. I swear I could not stop making videos about how these pandas are fake.
Dude, did you hear what he just said? Listen, this is not his only video. Okay? He's a black Hebrew Israelite, child of the living creator. When they do research, man, they're very skeptical, as they should be, but they're very wise. They're going to keep studying things. And he's telling you, he can't stop making videos on these. They're so easy to expose. He's made 5 already. I'd like to see you sit down and make 5 videos on anything, dude. And then be like, I can't stop doing it. That means you're fucking, it's like obvious to you. You're going to keep making them because there's like a burning desire to get the truth out, right? Now, let's see what else.
Just some fake.
Because so far, it's like your mind's going to say, no, they're real. I know. I watched the video the first time. I'm like, dude, and then every time I watch it, I'm like, there's no proof yet. But you watch. We're going to switch to a woman giving so much proof. If you stop the video now, you're stupid. Because you're going to miss the whole point of the video.
Bullshit made up by China. That's all it is, man. And that's why it's fucking illegal to touch a panda bear, because you might find out that it's bullshit. So I'm guessing this is how they have sex.
Okay, look. He's saying, dude, look. I'm guessing this is how they have sex. Do you really think animals in the wild are going to have sex like they're dressed up as a fucking costume bear? Look at, they're not even enjoying it. You know, animals, if they copulate, they're usually, you know, either, I mean, sometimes it's real quick, right? But if they're going to have sex, the dogs are like, you know, excited. They're hot and heat and bouncing around. You're telling me that you're going to have sex like this and you're just going to be looking off to the side, dude? Watch.
Like, are you serious, man? Like, how is this real? How are they having sex, man? It's nothing but a bunch of mascots playing around.
That's true.
That's literally what it is, a bunch of mascots playing around.
Now watch this.
And this right here is the nail in the fucking coffin, man. Pay attention to the tongue. It's nothing but an animatronic face. You see that fake ass tongue?
I do.
It's an animatronic face. That's what it is. That's why it looks so fucking fake. It's an animatronic face, man. I'm telling you.
It is.
Look at the tongue.
So everyone's been making videos about how pandas
Now watch
aren't real.
this, dude. She's like, everyone's making videos about pandas aren't real. Do you think they would do that if it's just a joke? They fucking can't stop making them because it's a fucking big, we discovered something important here. If they're lying about fucking panda bears, what else are they fucking lying about? And whole countries. And the population's not 8 billion. Dude, the truth has been busted wide open. And I'm gonna expose most of it. But listen, you do your research, man. Go look for the other fucking videos and you'll start seeing there's tons of them, dude. You gotta keep looking though. And they're probably not in the Philippines. You gotta go, I don't know how you're gonna do it. If you're in the Philippines, you probably won't find them.
I just had to hop on this because I've been saying for years that pandas are just...
Now listen, she's been saying this for years. Okay? She's not just saying, oh, I just discovered this. She's been saying for years she's known. And now she's gonna prove it. You gotta watch the whole thing. This woman busted it wide open. That's why I know it's true now.
people in panda suits, and you cannot watch this video and tell me otherwise. Just wait for it.
Okay, look.
I don't know what it is about that video, but
you know what? When you watch it, your mind is like, oh no, that's just the panda bear blocking the thing. Well, no, if you watch the panda bear's movement, he's like stupid, dumb, slow, and then all of a sudden he knows how to block shit? Come on, dude. Use your common sense here. The reason they're dumb and slow is because they're in a suit and it's hard to fucking move around, and then when they're sitting down, they can use their hands finally. Dude, I mean, if you don't believe, that's fine. You just go on to another video, man. But if you want the truth, you found it here. This is just one video out of 3,000 that I have. And most of it is about the Bible anyway, but you're not gonna even watch that yet because I hit him.
just getting hit in the face and then going, that's a human. That's a human.
Okay, you can't tell me that there's a conspiracy theory that pandas aren't real and think that I won't look into it.
Now listen, she's saying, hey, someone said to her, have you seen the quote, pandas aren't real, end quote, folks? Meaning like, you know, those conspiracy theorists or those people that all believe that bullshit. Or maybe they're being polite and just saying, you know, those pandas aren't real, folks. Meaning, you know, the people that believe that sort of thing. And they're making tons of videos on it. What do you think, he's saying? You know, what do you think about this? And watch what she says. You can't tell me there's a conspiracy theory on it and I'm not going to research it. Meaning, if it becomes a conspiracy theory, it's probably conspiracy fact.
Consumed me for the past 24 hours. It's a bunch of different.
Now listen, it consumed her for a whole 24 hours. Okay, this is a person that loves the truth, is going to research the truth and think about it for 24 hours, just like a cow will eat grass. It has many stomachs. It chews the cud, it spits it up, chews it some more, swallows it, spits it up again, chews it some more. That's what the Bible says about us. We're supposed to, clean animals chew the cud, meaning you're supposed to study the Bible or any truth that comes your way. If it's possible truth, you're supposed to study it, think about it, pray about it, put it back on the table, do it again, like she did for 24 hours. But you don't have to do it for 24 hours. I'm just saying, could you imagine how much she loves the truth that she would research this for 24 hours? Watch what she discovers. A whole bunch of shit. This is where the proof really starts happening.
Since of this theory, some people think that pandas literally aren't real, they're people in suits. Other people think that pandas are lab made. At the very least, they're so weird. Here's the stuff, we're gonna start with the stuff that's true. They pee upside down.
Now listen, she says we're gonna start with the stuff that's true. That doesn't mean it's true. She thinks it's true because a scientist told her it's true, or some, and listen, if it's a popular YouTube video, it's probably Satanists running it. Because they hide the numbers, you don't know what they do, dude. They're in control of everything. You think they're not in control of the whole internet? Dude, they do whatever the fuck they want. They've blocked me, a whole channel. I had 50,000 videos. They deleted the whole thing. Then I just said, fucking, I'll do it again. Now I got 25,000 videos. Made my life a lot easier. It did. I don't have to focus on, I had like 10 playlists, 5,000 in each. Now they just have 5 with 5. And dude, I'm just telling you, man, you don't know what's going on out there. You're very blessed to be at this channel right now. You have no idea. But listen, if you don't love the truth, then it's not for you.
I've never seen an animal do this. Giant pandas also poop around.
Listen, they just said it because I blocked it on accident. Okay, listen, the scientists are telling you that they pee upside down. They stick their butt up in the air and then pee from there. That doesn't even make sense. Why would an animal do that? That's ridiculous. Now your mind might be, oh, well, they're scratching their butt. To pee every time? Okay, they're mocking you. They're making fun of you, dude. They're laughing at you that you even believe that shit.
I'll do this. Giant pandas also poop around 40 times a day.
Lou, they're saying that the panda goes to the bathroom, number 2, poops, 40 times a day. You know how ridiculous that is? That God or Yah is going to create an animal that has to go to the restroom 40 times a day. Do you know how often that is? You would go 24, or is it 40 divided by 24? See, I don't even know. You'd have to do the math. I'm so smart that I don't even know for sure. So you do the math. How many times a day, if there's 24 hours in a day, and that's if they never sleep. So then you got to find out how long they sleep. And then you got to say, well, 40 times divided by whatever. So they're pooping like every 30 minutes or something. That's ridiculous. Now, anyways, if you believe that, you're stupid, because number 40 is judgment in the Bible. And they're mocking us, saying we know we're going to get judgment by Yah. And we are going to fucking make fun of you right now. So they say, yes, giant pandas do pee. Not only do pandas poop and fart, but they also pee often. Just like humans, giant pandas sweat and pee, da-da-da. Could be true, right? No big deal. But she's saying that it says here, giant pandas poop around 40 times a day. It's ridiculous. It's stupid.
That's besides the point. You know how we're always trying to, it's an endangered species. Everyone's always trying to get the pandas to do it. Female pandas ovulate one day out of the year.
Dude, that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Do you think Yah is going to create an animal that can only have a baby or get pregnant only one day out of 365? You know that species would have been dead a long time ago. Because what if they don't even have sex on that day? Now they got to go another year. It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. This is why we know it's not true now. Think about it. It keeps all adding up. Now I'll read it for you. How many days a year are pandas fertile? A female panda has a single they use all these fancy words to distract you. They don't even say, in simple terms, they don't even use a word that's common. They say estrus. Like now your mind's thinking about what estrus is instead of figuring out that this is bullshit. A female panda has a single, meaning one, estrus, meaning estrogen, cycle. Now, dude, the reason they're saying that and they don't say estrogen is because they are giving estrogen to the men to make them women. And testosterone to the women to make them men. So they're mocking you right there. They're like, we're not even going to use the word estrogen because that's what we're taking drugs for, to do hidden transgender. So a female panda has a single estrus cycle once a year in the spring for 2 to 7 of those days. And she's only actually fertile. Now, dude, look at, they're fucking with your mind. They're saying all these numbers, and then they're saying, but really, and your mind's trying to figure this all out, and you're believing everything they say. So you're like, oh, it's this, no, it's that, no, it's this. They're fucking making fun of you, dude. And guess what? I'm making fun of you too if you don't believe this video, because this video is clearly busting this. And everyone in the comments agreed. Not everyone, but most of them were like, dude, she busted it. It's true. And that's a year ago that she did this video. So I'm sure on the internet there's better videos than this even right now, but this is the one we're using. And we're putting it as the feature video on our YouTube channel just to fucking show everyone how much bullshit there is in the world. And then Yah's gonna bring you the other videos as he leads you. And she's only actually fertile for 24 to 36 hours. This is a tiny window of opportunity. And you know why they say tiny in all caps? Because their penis is tiny, okay? They don't have big, strong black penises. I'm telling you the truth, dude. This is what's going on. I'm interpreting. This is translation for you. It's called prophecy, interpretation of words or whatever. It's not called prophecy. It's interpretation. It's a word of knowledge or a word of wisdom. I don't know the difference, really. Word of knowledge and wisdom seems like the same thing to me. But anyway. Oh, no. Word of knowledge is knowing what to do. So I would share with you knowing what to do. Word of wisdom would be doing what you know, teaching you how to do it. So that's the difference. I just, get the gift of interpretation was just there again. So anyways, that is it. Look, why would they say tiny? All caps. Okay? They would just say this is a tiny window of opportunity. But they're mocking you, saying, look, there's something tiny about us trannies. And just figure it out, okay? If one's born a woman and then they become a man, they're gonna have a little clitoris, tiny one, that gets a little longer from the testosterone. So that's tiny there. If they're born a man and they're transgender to a woman and they take estrogen, it's gonna shrink their little pee-pee. So guess what? Tiny is mocking you right there. Many times scientists are forced to rely on artificial insemination procedures. Guess what? The scientists are lying to you. Most of them don't know it though. So now, but listen, they wrote this article and the scientists don't even know about it. None of the scientists are doing this. They're not even having artificial insemination procedures. I mean, dude, you never know. It could be that some are in suits, some are animatronics, some are artificial insemination. You don't know the truth. How are you gonna know for sure? But I know for sure that they are not real.
The other animal doing that. And if it's successful, the embryo stays in arrested development, which they think happens because the embryo is supposed to proceed to the next step once the panda goes down to a lower altitude. Side note, but also...
Dude, I don't even want to interpret it that because I'm getting exhausted already. I'm sweating here. I'm going to go back to my room. I'm in where I get food here at the resort. And so I'm trying to make this video short, but there's so much going on here. I have to keep interpreting it. Let's go.
Well, interesting. A group of pandas is called an embarrassment.
Dude, that's so stupid. Why would they call a group of pandas an embarrassment unless they're embarrassing you?
Pandas are also carnivores, but they only eat bamboo.
Dude, a carnivore eats meat. Okay? But then they only eat bamboo shoots, which is a vegetable. Fucking, you're stupid if you believe them.
Makes sense. They're a bear. They're a carnivore. So their digestive tract is like a carnivore's where it's shorter. And also because they are a carnivore, they don't have the enzymes to break down all of this bamboo.
Dude, they make up all that shit so you believe it. They're laughing at you. You'll believe whatever they tell you because they're a scientist. Okay, my brother is a scientist in Thousand, or I don't know where in California. He got fired from the company he worked with for 30 years and they just fucking fired him. And then he was all stressed out, suicidal. Then he got another job and he was like, oh, I'm not gonna kill myself now. Dude, scientists are fucking blinded. They don't have any faith in the Bible. They're gonna be bouncing all over the place. And whatever the next belief is, they're gonna say, oh, it's true or not true. They keep changing the numbers on everything, dude. You're a fool if you believe man's science. It's a fucking lie.
And so it's actually hurting them. Now, pandas are native to China. This is a whole other thing to get into. But what's really interesting is that all of the pandas you see in zoos will go back to China. So this was a US born panda that went back to China. And a lot of people talk about like the diplomacy angle of this. So apparently President Obama was going to meet with the Dalai Lama for a diplomatic visit, and the Chinese government was like,
Dude,
if you do...
they're both hidden trannies, okay? It's obvious to anyone who's done the research. We all know this now in the truth community. We know this shit now, okay? It's not news to us. To you, you're gonna say, oh, that's ridiculous. Well, then go watch your TikTok videos.
It's really going to strain our relations. The meeting happened, and a few days after it...
Now, I say that, and this was a TikTok video, but it's not on TikTok right now. It's on YouTube, because YouTube's where you're gonna get Helpology, okay? I'm on TikTok, but very little. Why? TikTok doesn't pay me. If I'm on TikTok, I gotta start selling stuff. I'm not gonna waste my time selling things when I'm too busy exposing truth. I got systems to earn money and revenue, but it's not a business. It's a nonprofit, advanced Christian, biblical, whatever you want to call it. Dude, you can't even find, you tried defining what Helpology really is.
We had to give a panda back to the Chinese government, and away from the zoo it went. So some people think that pandas are like these political bargaining chips. What's also interesting
Dude,
is...
they're making you think that, okay? It's funny that anyone would believe it.
There have been
when you
moments
see
where
everything.
there have been...
See, when you see everything at once, like this woman did all this together, then you start seeing how much bullshit it is. I mean, they're an embarrassment. Why would they say they're an embarrassment when they're trying to keep them alive? That's embarrassing that they would call it an embarrassment. You guys are stupid.
Pandas or animals pretending to be pandas. There was this incident at a zoo in Taiwan where a sun bear was painted black and white. What's also interesting is the timeline of when...
The reason they said that is because they're painting horses to look like zebras, dude. And then you're watching these documentaries and you think that there's a zebra when it's just a fucking horse painted, and you're gonna be like, oh, that's ridiculous. Well, if you don't want to know the truth, then you're ridiculous.
Pandas were discovered. So you take any other animal and you look for like documentation throughout history, I don't know, like cave drawings. Basically every other animal goes back thousands and thousands of years. A lion, I don't know, I was like deer. But pandas, the skin of a panda was first found in 1869.
Okay, listen, you guys, they never found the first, they're lying to you. Okay, if you Google 1869, biblical Hebrew meaning, I'm sure it's gonna have amazing, things. Dude, listen, I'm not gonna keep doing everything for you. You're gonna have to just start praying and letting the Spirit tell you, because I'm sick and tired of telling you the same shit over and over again.
And then it wasn't until 1929 that these brothers, were the first ones to shoot a panda. But isn't that crazy? In 1929,
look, right here it says French Jesuits. We know the Jesuits are they're like the highest ranking officer in the satanic Catholicism system, dude. If it says French Jesuit right there, you know it's fucking bullshit.
Completely animal. Anyway, then more people online, a lot of people were saying that there's a reason humans and pandas can't interact, and that's because that there's a virus, a human virus that...
Dude, they say that so that you don't think, oh, the reason, and then you're going to be given an excuse for everyone. You're going to tell everyone, oh, the reason they can't interact or go and touch them is because of this and that. Because whatever the scientists tell you, you're going to believe. Fucking dumbass.
Hurt them. But I was looking around and I couldn't find that. And there's also all of this stuff around how much money it takes to keep these pandas alive. Literally,
dude, did you see how much
money.
numbers that, did you see the number, 255 million? Dude, they're laughing at you, okay? They spend all that money to keep those fucking fake panda bears alive, and they could feed the homeless and poor people, okay? And I just found out there is not 8 billion people in the world. There's a lot less, okay? Listen, you don't know what's true anymore.
The craziest thing is ovulating one day out of the year. Have you heard of this theory? What do you think?
What do I think? I think you busted it wide open and I'm done with it. Now look, how is this alive? And you know what? They're gonna keep saying, look, pandas are a scam. It's time everybody knew about gorillas. Dude, this is not just, send this video to people who believe in pandas. You're gonna be like, oh, that's a joke, right? I don't know, let's find out, because I know it's not.
This is a video for people who believe in pandas. And
now listen,
I used to be one of those people.
I can't hear it, so I'm not gonna record it.
The story is really weird. It's one of those animals with a really weird story that doesn't really make much sense, but you just buy it because that's what people tell you. They allegedly live off
Okay, listen, I put now. Now see, he's hiding all my comments
then
probably
they
because he
even say
thinks
that
I'm a
they have
crazy
trouble
Hebrew rooter.
digesting it,
Listen,
and
I'm
they
not
have to
crazy.
just
He's
eat a
not
ton of
crazy.
bamboo.
This guy I thought
And
was
that's
fucking making shit
normally
up
what bears
because it was too hard to believe until I saw
They
the
just
other
eat
video.
a ton of
But so I'm gonna
grass.
let you
It's
watch
not a
this
normal
one
thing
now,
for
and then
bears,
you're
so it's
gonna
already
you're gonna
weird.
see why I thought.
And then
Look, my comment's there. I thought he was
if you
hiding
start
it.
to research some things about
And so
pandas,
I'm gonna say this to
you'll
make fun of
eventually
myself.
stumble upon the fact that they never
I am
depicted pandas in old
a
Chinese
crazy-
art. They had bears. So this just says that they painted bears a lot, they painted bamboos a lot, but they never painted pandas.
Hebrew.
That's really weird. And
Rooter.
pandas, they always would talk about the trouble that they have having babies.
LOL.
It's like a big thing that you think of when you think of
I
pandas.
just
Well,
watched
if you go to any panda video,
Another
and you go through the comments, you're likely to see people say
vid
stuff like, "Oh, pandas, they just
that
look like drunk people in suits."
finally
Or yeah, they might say something like, "Oh, they
opened
look like little kids playing in suits."
my
That's what the
eyes
truth is. They're just suits,
to
and this one video can show it.
to
This video is from the Toronto
this
Zoo.
truth.
So if the Toronto Zoo is producing something like this,
It took
uh,
me
this should be something that you
about
can't get past. How can something like
5
this exist?
years.
It's because it's all a big joke.
So now I have made a vid and now Yah told me to feature it. Dude, I thought this was bullshit, but look, that's the baby going around like that. It's like it's gonna die already. It's a little fucking fake thing. But you gotta have eyes to see it, dude. I mean, you're gonna think, oh, that's a real baby. But it keeps making the same noise over and over and over again. And what's he doing? Just putting his suit down on it? It's not even helping the baby, dude. That baby's dead, okay? That baby's gonna die if that's all that mom's doing, okay? That's common sense if you think about it. But your mind's gonna be like, oh no, now she's gonna lay on it and it's gonna save it. And I mean, it's ridiculous. He walks away from it. Come on, dude. This is unbelievable, dude. This is ridiculous. I didn't even see it the first time because I didn't believe it. So whatever you believe, you're gonna actually see, okay? But if you start thinking, maybe it's true, then you'll have the potential. You'll have the potential to see the truth. Now, Edgar, you know what? I did a screen capture of the video, and I'm gonna make it my feature video on Helpology now.
Maybe that is not authorized.
Listen, I can. You
You
don't
try.
know.
Quick video on pandas.
Watch. You do a screen
Pandas are
capture.
fur fags.
Yes, I'm
And what
doing
you're
it.
doing
And
is sampling.
It's not the only
There is
fur
a-
fag
listen,
animal
it'll
out
tell
there.
you if it's
Gorillas
not.
are probably
Like,
the biggest.
YouTube will say you
The
can't
biggest
do it.
mean
So sometimes you're probably
animal.
doing music. See,
as
music
far
has
as
copyright.
these suits
This
go,
is just someone's
I would
creative
have to
work
say
that they
are
want
gorillas,
everyone to know about.
but there are many
Okay? And I'm looking. I'm
animals that
showing
are
the channel
just
that it's on
suits.
and everything. When I do a screen capture, look,
And
I'm
just
capturing
for
their
example,
channel. It's
giant
good with
ant ears
advertisement.
are
for
not
it.
real.
See what my
It's like a
screen
Cirque
capture
du
is doing.
Soleil type
It's capturing this
performance
whole thing.
art.
I can go down here
And
while it's showing
there are
up there,
people in these suits.
and I can be
And
like talking about
pandas,
this one and this. Dude,
gorillas.
it's different.
I've seen Komodo
Okay, it's
dragon
educational
suits
purposes.
where
Now it's
these
different.
people
Love
that
people.
get in these
So
animal
now I'm
suits
out
and
for
go
the
around.
coffee,
Just
dude.
imagine how many people out there would love to have that as a job. I think that they recruit these people too out of high school, the mascots. Just think of how mascots are such a big thing in high school. And of course, over the years, the suits have...
Dude, I don't know where it was, but let's try.
suits have gotten better. Nowadays they have air
okay.
conditioning
It's
systems in their
playing
suits,
right now,
so
but it
it's not a
doesn't
big
look
deal
like
to just
it.
go
I
out there
don't
and
know
lay
how.
down. And
Oh, okay. See?
they've taken these people in suits and stuck them in malls before.
See, dude, what I'm doing is
how
I'm
sad,
recording the
these gorillas that are
screen
stuck
of
inside a mall in
someone
America.
who has
It
a
makes no
screen
sense
that's
if you don't
frozen,
understand
so
the
it doesn't
truth,
look like it's
which
playing.
is
It says
gorillas are just people in suits, so it
0000346,
literally was
and I'm
somebody's
thinking it's
job
not
to get
playing.
in the
But
suit,
now
and
you got to
they
realize
sat
when
them
I
down
do a
and they
screen
had a
capture,
TV in there in
it
the mall
can be
somewhere.
confusing because your
Yeah,
mind's
all of
thinking
these
one
sad,
thing and it's
sad
doing something
stories,
else.
it's
Just use
somebody
your common
taking the
sense because,
piss,
like, when I upload it, it's
and
more obvious.
it's not
I didn't
sad.
upload it yet, so I don't see what you
Okay,
see.
and another thing too, these enclosures, like, look at how clean they are. Where's the panda poop? Where's the panda poop? Where's all the bamboo? Aren't these creatures supposed to be eating bamboo, like, non-stop?
Right.
In order to sustain their mass?
Come on, baby.
Where's the bamboo? Where's the poop? Okay.
Come on, baby. Come on.
Let's just get this over. I have so many videos on fake animals.
Come
Go
on,
check
doggy,
it
we'll
out.
feed you.
Fake animals is an amazing topic. I can't believe that there aren't tons of channels out there talking about this stuff, especially because it's the #1 best evidence against evolution, is to realize that all of these animals that they try to tell you are like links in evolution. The ones that they use to tell people that you're a monkey, they're humans in suits. And the platypus, clearly they use hoaxes like that to try to push evolution. Okay, why would a person just casually walk into this place? This person knows that it's fake. I guarantee you this person knows about the hoax, otherwise they wouldn't go in there.
True.
Thank you to a commenter who gave me this video. It's just, so the reason I'm showing this video, it's one of the best examples I've seen.
Wow.
Where it's just really clearly a person in a suit. This thing doesn't act at all how a real animal...
Dude, when I first watched his video, I didn't even watch the whole thing. I turned away, just like I'm telling you not to. I did. Because I was like, there's no way this is true. This guy I know from 7 years ago or 5 years ago. And I think he's a bullshitter. That's what I thought. So I'm like, I'm not even going to watch his video. Now I'm going back to it, recording it. And this video, Yah willing, will be the featured video on Helpology forever.
acts, a wild animal. And also, you can see the head just like flopping around. It's like the actor inside. I mean, just watch. It's so ridiculous. So another thing, baby pandas are one of those hoaxes. They make baby pandas out of taking real animals and painting them up.
And listen, dude, I thought he was someone else I knew. I don't know. Yeah, he is Hans Wormhat. But guess what? I thought Hans Wormhat was crazy. I thought he's a fucking Satanist trying to trick people because all of his stuff is like so unbelievable. So I didn't believe anything he said. I'm like, oh, and he's using the King James Bible, which is satanic and all this stuff, which you don't believe until you study what I've studied. Then you'll know it's a satanic system. A lot of people in America have known that for 5 years already. But over here in the Philippines, they're not going to believe anything I say. So listen, this is what's going on. I'm making videos. I'm putting them out there. People from America, wherever in the world, are going to eventually see them. But listen, YouTube's going to block them, this and that. You're going to have to send them to each other. You're going to have to start doing it all on your social media or it'll never get known, okay? You're going to have to do word-of-mouth advertising, just like, you know, grassroots, sharing things with people. It's got to be a social revolution where everyone's saying, dude, go to Helpology, go to Helpology, go to Helpology, or it'll never happen.
Panda. Go look up like dogs painted like a panda. Okay, so this fur fag and this person, they just kind of do this for a while. So the one thing I noticed, this is not how a real animal would defend itself or attack. The head of the panda is constantly pointed away from the person, and it's because the actor's head in the suit is kind of like he's trying to headbutt this guy, but the panda head is really heavy. Oftentimes animatronic are built into these heads these days. So notice how the head just hangs down the whole time and is facing away. If a wild animal is trying to attack somebody, their head is up and facing the target, and they would be using their teeth and their mouth to attack the person. But watch how the head is like dangling down at the ground, even pointing away from the guy, which makes no sense. But also just watch how it like dangles lifeless, the head, like it's just a mask connected to the suit. Yeah. Have you ever seen a wild animal tuck its head back and away from something that's allegedly trying to attack?
No.
I wonder if he's trying to scratch to find the... I bet all these suits like zip together very tightly.
Yeah. Hey, listen, dude.
Yeah, look at how the head is bending
I'm
back.
trying to tell you this. I would recommend you go to RFK, whatever that channel is, RFTKOHIAH, and just start watching all his fucking videos, because this guy is not a bullshitter, okay? He knows shit I don't.
What? Have you ever seen an animal tuck its head in the opposite direction of what it's supposed to be, like, attacking? What is even going on? Okay. I mean, that's really it. This is just a worse panda.
And dude, you know what? This might not be Hans Wormhat. His voice sounds like his. I don't know. He's got another channel that he's recommending. Dude, I don't even know for sure a lot of things, okay? I'm just letting you know up to this point. I know fucking pandas aren't real. The videos that we're watching are proving it. Okay, if you don't believe it, that's okay. That's your choice, man. Go do something else.
Video than you typically see. It has all the same stuff going on, though. Go watch. I'm going to link in the description my fake animal thing. Look at the enclosure, how there's not poop anywhere. You see the same thing with gorillas. If these were really wild animals, they would be really...
Dude, I don't believe gorillas are real either. I think they're fucking mocking the black race. I think they're trying to say, look, you guys look like fucking gorillas, and they're putting down people. And they're making them, everyone thinks gorillas are real, dude, okay? Everyone. And the whole time they're fucking fake too. Now that sounds crazy, ridiculous, but that's the power of the Satanists right now. They can make you think whatever the fuck you want, and it's been going on for decades, if not ever since the beginning of time.
Hard to control. There would be poop smeared everywhere. But they live in these pristine environments because it's just a show. You're watching a show. There's a reason that the gorillas can exit every day at the same time. They come in and out at like a timed interval, like they're going on shift and off shift. There's videos of them walking upright, like people like this is a done and buried topic by now. The word needs to get out.
Dude, you see that? He's saying 2 years ago that it's been exposed as fact. And I just found out about it yesterday, and I'm the founder of HELPOLOGY. You know, it's like, dude, if it took me that long, 2 years for me to discover it, I'll bet you there's a whole bunch of other people that are like, dude, we've known that for 2 years. And I'm like, dude, I just found out about it yesterday. They're gonna be like, man, you're way behind. You don't know much. I'll be like, I think I know a little.
Evidence. There's overwhelming evidence that these are just people in suits, so it really just needs exposure at this point.
Dude, see what's really going on is...
the panda...
Listen, what's really going on is we gotta all work together, all right? You gotta start leaving tons of comments on HELPOLOGY, telling people whatever they know to be true, set up... Listen, you're allowed to leave links on my channel. Whatever you wanna do, you guys, this should be the place where everyone comes together to expose truth, and that you just tell everyone whatever you want. Don't you hate that when you want to leave a comment and share a link and the person blocks the fucking, that you can't even share a link with people? Like, how the fuck's that gonna help anyone? I let you leave any comment you want. Please, leave as many links as you want. Recommend all the channels you want. I would pray that in the name of Yah, that everyone would start coming to HELPOLOGY and just expose everything. Blow it wide open in the comment section.
Well, you ever wonder why there's no ancient Chinese drawings of pandas? Well, because it's a modern hoax. There isn't.
Dude, listen, the Chinese listen, they can make any artwork they want to and say it's whatever age they want to. They can make up history and you're gonna believe it. So they're laughing at you if you believe them, because they're saying, look, we know pandas existed forever, but we only discovered them recently. Like they fucking were hiding or something.
No such thing as pandas. It's a modern fursuit thing. This hoax was made up like 100 years ago or something. And that's why there's not a single ancient Chinese anything talking about pandas. Yeah, I just feel like this topic is already dead at this point, but I like sharing it because it's still something that most people don't know about this. But
See?
it's a big big inside joke. A lot of people know that this stuff is fake.
See?
That's why this guy willingly jumped
Look, you guys, a lot of people know it, except you and me even, until now.
in there. That's why you can find videos out there of infants being around chimpanzees. It's because there's no threat. A chimpanzee, it's not going to rip off a child's head because it's an actor in a fursuit. That's why people are willing. This person knew that the bear wasn't going to attack them because it's just an actor in a fursuit. Like, if that was a wild animal and it really wanted to defend
Right.
itself, it would do more than just roll around
Yeah.
like a fur fag that it is. I'll
Like a
link this
fur
video in the
fag.
description if
He's
you're
funny,
interested
dude.
as well.
I like him a lot.
That's it for this video, and God bless everyone.
See? Now listen, dude. I'm not gonna keep doing this stuff. I'm done.